What you're doing in the community as well, because that's also, not just for what you do with Phoebe itself, but you're an extension of your family in the community. And that's really what WAVE is all about, ladies. It's really about touching the people. It starts with each of our individual homes, right? We start at home first. You teach your children to be who they're supposed to be in Christ. You teach, you know what I mean? And you gird them up with prayer and all the rest of it, and then extend it out, right? You can't be doing all that stuff out there and not be doing it in your own home. I mean, my kids will tell you, good or bad, right? That's what I'm about. And so, honestly, I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of the work that you're doing. So thank you so much for coming to be with us.
Thank you for having me.
He's a very creative God, and he gives us a lot of vision, and he gives us a lot to look forward to in life. And we need to find that hope again. So ladies, I know that there's a lot of you in this room right now that have been somewhere. Like, you're in a place, I know that. I know you guys intimately. Some of you I've known for a very long time, and I know what you've been through. And I'm telling you that he is still a God of faithfulness. He is a God who is faithful. He is a God who is faithful. And everything that you've walked through for a purpose and a reason. And you've walked through it because he has something for you on the other side of it. Recognize that. Amen. It doesn't matter where you've been, it's where you're going now, right? And it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to that counts. It is the piece, I think, that sometimes we miss when we don't sit down and take account of that, right? When we're just looking at life and we're just going day to day from activity to activity to, kids over here, this, that, when we sit down and look at the things that we're truly involved with and our past, the past experiences that we've had, the things that we've been involved with in the past, you'll see how we're very well connected a lot of those things are. And what I do with my clients with that particular piece is that I actually say to them, now, what is in that big thing, in that big picture, what's pulling you further away from your vision? And what's drawing you closer? Because the things that may be pulling you from it may be things that God's asking you to let go of.
Right? This is one of my girls, again, another one of my girls, but truly, she does it all. This is the girl who I will, just like, Aisha, who you've seen in, one of my other interviews. She's one of the girls that I will pick up the phone at, 20 after 9, and it's like, we have this set time, right, between 9, right after we drop the kids off from school. And it would be like that, girl, I'm having a terrible day, la la la, where? And she's the one to talk me off the ledge, right? And, vice versa, because some days it's her. I'm not going to listen, I'm not taking all the rap for myself.
No, I'm familiar with the ledge.
Okay, good. Yeah. So, some days it's her, some days it's me, and, that's just how it goes, right? But
and then here we are now. God really spoke to me recently saying to go back to that model. Go back to that whole thing. We did classes, we did all these other things, we're doing, online stuff, whatever, and he's saying go back to the beginning. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Go back to what I told you to do in the first place. Yeah. And so this is why this is such a significant moment for us. It's the stepping out, and when you're walking out your vision, it is not easy. So anybody who tells you that, they're lying. They're lying. Okay, straight up, they're lying. So when you're walking out with any kind of obedience, right? Any kind of obedience. When the Lord tells you to do something, let me tell you, man, and especially when you have a little bit of a rebellious streak. Was that my mom laughing? No. Just kidding.
You have to make room for what God has for you, right, in all aspects of your life, right? And so the decluttering part of it, wherever that needs to happen, whether it's in here or it's your physical space or, whatever that looks like, it could be your physical body because, with extra junk in us, you know what ends up happening there too, right? All kinds of health issues and things like that. So wherever it happens to be, you know, let God do what he needs to do in you, in and through you, right? Because until you clean up all of this stuff and until you deal with all that stuff, you're not going to be able to really be as effective and impactful as you could be, or should be, for that matter, right? Each one of us is being created for a purpose, his plan and his purpose, and we need to be walking in that plan and purpose, right? So looking at your story, like honestly, Diane, I watch you, I've kind of watched you grow up, I guess, in the last little while, right, as you have me. And I just love seeing the place that you're at. Like, she is so confident. Like, you have no idea, right? This girl is like I mean, you know, like I said, right? Carpet girls, you know, on the ground, ball in.
Dealing with their issues.
Yeah, right? I mean, like, not looking good, right? But I'm telling you, you are so well put together today, girl. And I mean,
I worked hard too.
Right? But I just mean, just in general, not just that, but just everything. You know, you just, you know, exude confidence. And it's just, when you get to that place with God, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.